When you hear the sound of the bell, you know you're in the championship rounds with King of Essex. So let's get to it. Quick fight week recap, something of significance, especially when we talk about the women's bantamweight division. Dina Thorslund defended her WBC and WBO titles. You heard me talk about it over on that way, IG. Um, I'm just curious because I don't hear, and this is not about, fear or anything. It's just I don't hear anybody calling her name to try to get those two belts. We see Nina Hughes got the WBA. We know Mio Yoshida has the IBF. Sharita Metcalf is Yoshida's mandatory for the IBF. But the WBO and the WBC seem to either be held hostage or just she's not coming up off a crown. So I just want to hear and see more of Dina Thorslund in the mix. After we get Yoshida, Metcalf, and Yoshida and Metcalf out the way, then maybe you can go Hughes and Thorslund for a big unification. I know Hughes is only 6-0. But yo, man, make that unification happen. Like, how many more bouts? Thorslund was originally supposed to fight the girl Seton. So I know about that. I still feel like Seton don't really need to be in the mix. I think the titles need to be sorted out, man. So unless or until, man, I don't know. I don't know. Also over the weekend, you saw Claressa Shields in MMA action, not quite boxing. Hats off to her. I just happen to think I don't know what's left in boxing for Claressa Shields. And that's part of my reasoning, not anything else, not being messy, not all this other bullshit people like to hype up. Don't you like to see, like, hold on, I'm a Packers fan. Green Bay Packers. Our rivalry is the whole motherfucking NFC North. But you know who we got the biggest rivalry with? The Chicago Bears. Yeah, so rivalries are part of the sport, right? That's how you get the names. That's how you get your names associated. So I don't see no harm in other fighters calling out other top fighters. So I say that to say, yeah, I wanted to see Claressa Shields perhaps get it on with Elisa Bumgarner if that's in the mix. But I don't know what else she has in plans. Maybe continue on her foray into MMA. But when it comes to boxing, I think Savannah Marshall is preoccupied with that whole Franchon Cruz and Shadeja Green sphere. And what's a girl to do? I don't know. You guys tell me. Drop something in the comments, all right? What I do know this weekend, too, and I've been on this case, Inspector Gadget, do. Some of y'all old enough, some of y'all not. But I've been on the case. Hold on, let me take a minute. I've been on the case. Let me dig into my Columbo bag. Shout out to Prodigy, because I come through like Columbo, wrinkled up, think I give a fuck, right? Columbo bag. Hold on a second. This girl, Clara Lescurat, out of Argentina. Keep that in mind. Argentina. She defended her, was it WBA Super Flyweight title over on Tuesday, as a matter of fact. On Tuesday, she defended her title. All right. Now, why does this matter? Two reasons. Super Flyweight division. There's two women that I'm interested in seeing in that division. Shannon Ryan, I ain't lying. And of course, Jasmine, the animal Artesia. Of course. And of course, I thought to myself, Artesia's what, 12-0 right now? A hell of a fighter, just fought a former champion, former two-time or multiple division champion. Samson Likowitz, why are you not actively trying to get your fighter a fight with Artesia? Makes the most sense to me. Lescurat is 10-0 with 4 KOs. Similar, I'm talking record, right? Same amount of bouts, right? Come on now. She's made 2 defenses. She's had 3 bouts since she's won the title, but only 2 defenses in those 3 bouts. Step up and defend it against the animal, all right? Or take it over to the UK and defend it against Shannon Ryan, right? But yeah, Samson, make something happen with that, man. Don't make me, I don't want to. Your name has already been synonymous with perhaps not negotiating in your fighter's favor in other realms, if you will. So I'm not going to put that on you in this realm. But keep your eyes open, man. Don't drop the ball on this one, okay? Make sure your fighter gets a chance to cement her legacy if she wants to keep making title defenses. We all know the super flyweight division is a little skinny. It's a little thin. It's a little devoid of depth. Not a lot of competition. So that's why you're able, and it happens to be the case in a lot of the divisions within women's boxing, but especially so in super flyweight. So I'm saying, make this fight happen. Okay, there's another girl in the division. I think she's 6-0, something like Nina Hughes. She's 6-0 with a title. Japanese girl. Make that shit happen, Samson, all right? Because Artiga deserves a shot, or Shannon Ryan deserves a shot. Argentina does a lot of business over in the UK, right? Yeah, let me just leave it at that, all right? Also, something of note we need to pay attention to, and this is more of a kudos, a salutations, a salute, a hats off. This is herstory, even though it's a little bit of history. Mia Killer B. Ellis out of Baltimore, Maryland. She's getting a street named after her. Francis Street in Baltimore. I don't know if she's on the east side or the west side, but she's gonna, the street that she grew up on, they're gonna name that after her. And that's just fantastic kudos. I mean, she's 7-2 with 6 KOs, so you know she's known for throwing a leather. Tough individuals come out of Baltimore, point blank period. Obviously the home of Javante Tank Davis. Secondary home of house music on the East Coast. Jersey's #1, of course. But a lot of love for Baltimore and a lot of love for Mia Killer B. Ellis. Shout out to her dad as well, Coach Kenny Ellis. And yeah, man, just making strides and being dedicated in life will take you so far. Who know? You keep doing it, man. They'll take your block and really make it your block. So salute on that one. All right. Let's talk about what's happening. Okay. This is fight week. Fight week for the one and only Amanda Serrano. All right. 3-minute rounds. All right. 3-minute rounds are the case for Amanda Serrano. She's in there against Nina the Brave Meinke. Now, they both have a common opponent in Amanda Taylor, who, excuse me, they both got a common opponent in Katie Taylor, who they both have defeats against. But Nina Meinke's also been in there with Sarah Mahfood. She's been around. Adina Kiss or Edna Kiss, I'm not sure, but she's been around for a little while. So I think this is now, she's a, we're going to call her a perennial contender because she has never captured world championship status. So she's getting another shot at it, and she's putting on her big girl boots because she wants those 3-minute rounds, and that's the only way Serrano's serving it up. Salute to her. Like, Serrano is one of those people, man. I think somebody said the question, why not, or why isn't Amanda Serrano the official dignitary for boxing or women's boxing? And that is a very good question, because Shorty is Shorty Low. Done it all for sure, for sure, for sure. I'm a big Amanda Serrano fan. Had the pleasure of seeing her and Katie Taylor in Madison Square Garden. Good stuff, good stuff. And listen, maybe these high mileage fights will give Serrano's opponents an advantage. I know it'll certainly make the fight slightly more competitive and provide for more action. Maybe, you know, time has worn on our beloved Amanda Serrano. But Meinke's going to have to be very, very brave and leave it all in the ring. So yeah, great fight. Can't wait to see that. Also on this card, you saw me talking about the super flyweight division, right? Right? All right. Well, I'm back talking about the super flyweight division because you have one of Amanda Serrano's fighters, one of the fighters in her stable, Crystal Rosado. She's a super featherweight 2-0 prospect, just working her way through the ranks. She's in there against a 6-0 fellow prospect, Gladys Mongi, out a long way with the 2 double L's. So we know what's coming in this fight. Sure, it's, you know, a good fight for Rosado, great visibility, of course, and maybe adding some depth to that super flyweight division that I talked about being a little bit scarce. Okay, so That's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. I am so all over the place, but I love it because I'm trying to leave no stone unturned when it comes to canvassing all of the information that's out there on women's boxing and subsequently all boxing. You probably could see me over there on TBV, of course. Also, drunk combat sports, drunk sports talk. Actually, about to put in some work over there. So by the time you've seen this episode, you might would have seen me 3 times. So keep watching. I'm working. All right. Do what you love. This is what I love. I love women's boxing because women's boxing is boxing, and I love y'all. Give me a like, share this. Feel free to pilfer information and pass it off as your very own. I don't give a fuck because you're doing me a favor. You're keeping me sharp. I love sparring. I love going rounds. More importantly, the championship rounds, ladies and gentlemen.